Well, anybody interested? That was the first time doing muscle ups in almost exactly 3 months. October 5th, I tweaked my shoulder from bad self-care on my wife's birthday, and I haven't trusted myself to do a muscle up since. In addition, I crashed my mountain bike and hurt my thumb. That did not hurt. I mean, that didn't feel good for about a month. So I've laid off muscle ups. What have I done instead? I've done a ton of upper body pulling, strict pull-ups, even some kipping pull-ups. I've done a bunch of dips and push-ups. But I've had to just be mindful of progressing back slowly. Got a great YouTube video on the exercises that I used to help rehabilitate my shoulder. And today I just did 21 bar muscle ups in a Metcon. Felt terrific. The repetition count was low, 3 per round, just so I wasn't taking myself to failure. And used a classic combination. A lot of the perform workouts that I derive in functional bodybuilding have roots in some of the couplets and movement combinations that I learned during CrossFit years. They're powerful, potent combinations that really can deliver a lot of great fitness, skill, power, agility. They pair really well with each other. So like bar muscle ups and muscle snatch, I was saying this in the middle of the workout, reminded me of a CrossFit Open workout from 2016, which involved 3 bar muscle ups, 10 muscle snatches at this weight for, I believe it was 10 minutes. It was one of my lowest performing workouts of all time in the Open, especially in the later years of my successful career. I did that one first at Nike headquarters. What's different about how I planned it in a functional bodybuilding format was I wasn't trying to go for a world-class score or time. I intentionally write the prescription as 75 to 85% effort, especially early on in a training cycle. We're not trying to push max intensity. The other thing obviously I added a bike. I added a bike because on a bike, especially this particular bike, those 12 calories that I was doing in between those 2 exercises was an opportunity to rest my upper body. The reason that workout gets so intense is because the upper body, the forearms, the shoulders start to get really pumped when you're just going back and forth between muscle snatches and bar muscle ups, which for those of you who are interested in performance in the sport of CrossFit, great combinations to be training and building up capacity in. However, you're going to only be able to do so much volume if that's the only thing you're doing. A circuit that involves a bike could add a lot more training capacity, a lot more room for you to build over time. And for those of us in the look good, move well culture of functional bodybuilding, we get the value of powerful, potent combinations like that with using some simple aerobic power work, aerobic endurance work on a bike to make it much more sustainable and to not make us start to fail locally. Local muscle failure means bad form. Whereas every time I got off this bike, I went and did 3 really controlled, solid bar muscle ups. The muscle snatch stayed controlled throughout. I stopped at 10 minutes because that was what the prescription is. I don't want to impact the rest of my week of training, but I could have gone for 15 minutes at that pace without question. So that's how we approach functional pump conditioning, Metcons in functional bodybuilding, to build a workout. That's how I built the workout for you. I tested it today, felt good. It's going to show up in the February training cycle, and I'm excited for you all to try it.